Oh yeah.
Sundowns. But how's it going? What's going through your mind?
No, I think it's a relevant question. There's nothing wrong with that question, and it's a fact. But I don't want to chase an illusion of fighting to win that. If it comes, it will come. We play to win it, of course. Doesn't mean that we don't want it. It's just that I've always told you the challenges that we face on MTN8, which the reasons now are different. The challenges was that the playing the Champions League and not having a rest, and playing the Champions League in June, July, and when we start in August, we are not ready. We are almost 3 weeks into the program, which is totally different this year because we started proper. We had at least 4 weeks, but the challenge is we are still not ready. The body is not ready because we had the 6 players who were playing in the AFCON who were not part of the preparation, and also we had those 3 injured players of Mauricio, Tade, Rivaldo, and Ricardo, and those are important players for us. But that's not an excuse. So I hope next year there won't be any excuse because the program will be the same, and we'll never have people in the AFCON or whatever. So I think this excuse must finish. But again, doesn't mean that with all that, doesn't mean that we can't win the top 8. Yes, it's difficult because teams are already ahead of us. Bloemfontein Celtic is ahead of us in terms of the preparation. But so be it. So we should still try and win it.
Just to add on that, Celtic, I mean, they played over the weekend, but at home in South Africa, you guys were away doing Champions League duties. In midweek, they came again away to Chiba United Mondays, and now coming to this game.
Again, no excuses. It's the program. The program has came. If we want to have a program like Bloemfontein Celtic, then we should not play Champions League. And if we want a program like Bloemfontein Celtic, then we shouldn't have internationals who are playing, representing their countries. So it's our life, and it's the way it is. So they have more rest. You know how I call those teams? I call them the well-rested teams. They are fresh, they are quicker, and all that because they wait for games to play. We just came back from the Congo on a Sunday, and we land on a Monday, and then there's no excuse to go to Chipa on Wednesday. It's a 1.5 day, so then we can say Chipa is fresh or whatever. Yes, it is a fact, but then don't play Champions League, and we play now the Champions League, and we play Chipa. We are back here. We came back yesterday again, 1.5 days rest. We play in the top 8. And if you want to complain, then we must never play top 8. Then we'll have enough rest. So that's the program. That's the way it is. It just came to where it is, where in 8 days, 7 to 8 days, you'll be playing 3 different tournaments of the league, top 8, and the Champions League. Is your life.
And then now comes in the question of, is it necessary to rotate the heavy program that you face in terms of players?
It's necessary to?
To rotate players.
Yeah, I don't know the word rotate is right, but yes, we need to give other guys a rest. They can't play all the games, and if that is what we're doing is rotation, then we are rotating. We need to give other guys a chance to play. In Congo, we played a totally different team. Yesterday, day before yesterday, in Chipa, we played another team. I think we made 4 changes to the team that played in Congo. Yeah, we try not to change a lot, because when you change a lot, it becomes something else. Unless the players that come in are ready and fulfill the objectives of what you want to do. But it's never the same. I mean, you saw when you change and switch teams, players, sometimes doesn't come out well. I think Pirates is a very good example of the team that they played in Zambia and the team that they played against SuperSport. They changed. I'm not saying that's the reason they lost, but I'm just making aware what happens when you change is a lot. So we are affected also, the same as Pirates. So us and Pirates are going to be facing difficult times this week. And we both did not win. We lost in KEF. And we both did not win on Wednesday. You know, that's the way it is. So you got to go with the league. It's a marathon. When you play 2 leagues in one program, is the same. That's why it's called the Champions League. It's not a cup. It's a league. It's 14 games, home and away with traveling, and the Absa Premier League. Top 8. When you are on form, you can lose every day in the league. When you go to play the cup, you win. You already won a cup. You are inconsistent. You don't win any game of the league on a Wednesday. You win Saturday, it's a cup. That is why it's a cup. That's why I always say cup is a cup. Cup is something else. The league is consistency and doing it every time, every day. So you can't win, lose, and you win a cup. You don't win the league like that. You got to win more consistently. But still, in that, we still want to win the MTN8.
And in fact, just to add on that, coach, yesterday, coach Pitso Mosimane, when he was asked about this rotation,
Yeah.
and he said, someone said he throws players into the deep end. That's why he stated and said, no, we're going to play for Sundowns, Chiefs, and the Pirates. There's no throw.
Yeah, but Chiefs doesn't have that program. Chiefs is a well-rested team. They don't have top 8. They don't have Champions League for the last 6 years or 5. I don't know. So we should not put them there. The Pirates, yeah, we're talking something else. So he's right when he says Pirates, Sundowns. You have to pitch. You have to play. And that's sometimes the weakness of players. That's why I always tell my players, don't moan and don't be upset that you don't play. Because when we throw you in and you don't perform now, who are you going to blame now? You're going to say, I didn't have enough game time, so you got to play, you know. So I always tell the players, you don't moan, don't throw tantrums, and be proper when you don't play. Because the minute you start doing all those things and talking to newspapers, I'm not playing, I don't know why they brought me here, you are not going to play. Then you're not going to play. So you got to support the team and play. And you knew when you come here that there's enough talent as good as you. You knew. So don't make like now media provokes you, then you start saying we don't play. And by the way, when you play well, when you put you in, we keep you on the pitch. So keep yourself on the pitch. So it's a program, it's a tight program. Look at Man City, the 2 teams that they have. You know, they play a Super Cup. They don't even play the other players. Aguero is on the bench, excuse me. It's the way it is. It's life.
I mean, transfer window, coach, still
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we're done. If we don't get the 2 players we want, why bring anybody because you want to bring? Because the transfer is open. No, Mauricio is okay there, and Siabi, you could see that he fits in very well with a really objective. I was a little bit disappointed. I thought maybe the media will highlight it. You know, even I was listening to commentary. You know, or maybe he fitted in so well that they found it normal. You know, but I'm happy because I think maybe most of you were saying, why you buy a player that has not been playing for the last 4 months? He was on the bench at Polokwane City. No, I know what I want. I know the profile of the player I want. And look, on his debut, brilliant, wonderful. It's like he's been playing for us, which is a success.
I'm sure, coach, finally you are at least a little bit of relieved with this question about Khama after Chiefs came out and public to say that he's not going into this competing team, so his now stays like that.
I don't want to comment on Kaizer Chiefs. I should respect them. You must speak to Sundowns. Sundowns is commenting on Sundowns, so I'm not going to comment on Kaizer Chiefs player or on this thing of Khama, Chiefs Sundowns Khama story. I don't want to go inside there. So I will leave it to the people that's supposed to talk about it, or maybe ask Khama.